remember sleeping with my ribs touched.
Tonight, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. The London Black Knights taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the London Black Knights. Continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
Tampa Bay coming out along with a man who needs no introduction, the great Tom Brady.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
First carry now for Keyshawn Vaughn. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now for Brady. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
And 4 yards to go.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Vita Vea able to get him for a loss of about 3. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He's going to fire one deep. He's got it at the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory.
1st and 10 at the 14.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bucs 7-yard line.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. That escapes the sack, and he'll get nothing out of that one. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Hall. And able to get a little more breathing room out to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for the touchdown. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. But now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll try to run for it with Vaughn. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
London about set to take over on offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to to stretch that lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. That throw by Brady incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Operating from the gun. Brady, he'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. A run with Vaughn out of the gun. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
6 yards.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense. That's not good enough, man.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The 30, the 20. Touchdown! Touchdown! A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And work with me here. Is this overhyped or not? You've got a warm weather team on the road in January, and it's cold. What's the deal? Is that a factor? Is it not a factor?
I think a lot of it depends on the personality of your head coach and how you prepare for things. And some things you just can't prepare for. If you're coming from the warm weather site, you can't make it cold enough like it is here in this ball game. But what you can do is just tell the guys, dress for the weather, and then play like we always play. And as the game goes along, typically those guys out there playing, you warm up enough that it really shouldn't affect you quite the same way. Now, if that's all you talk about, if you put that in the heads of your players, it'll affect them in a big way.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. 6 yards. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Makes the score. First quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A loss of 6 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That's taken it around the 40. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. At their own 46-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! big play there. 54 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again. Brady targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. From the gun, Brady. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. On the ground with Vaughn. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Shy of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
35. Buccaneers, nothing.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. With Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the left hash remains a large deficit. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision, let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man, complete. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A big play there. 69 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, now Brady. And he finds Howard complete.
Brady's pass.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And that's caught. It's Keyshawn Vaughn. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10. At their own
London about set to take over on offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And 12 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. A quick pass here to Godwin.
Brady's pass.
8 yards into completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
From the gun, Brady. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout. Operating from the gun, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. The Bucs on third down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up, and then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. They start the drive with Vaughn, and the ball pops out. Vaughn fumbled it, and the defense has come up with it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown, London.
Now the try here for the extra point. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
See if he can look and do some soul searching now. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Brady gives this one to Vaughn. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39.
2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Bucs on third down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is third down and 12. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to, but when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
A very good return that time, 18 yards.
At their own 33.
London about set to take over on offense. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
At the 50-yard line.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is good for a first down. His second grab of this NFC Championship bout.
At the 33-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
Intercepted by the
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now on second and 13. Brady. That is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
It's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
At the Buccaneers' 48-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield, here's Brady. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. He gets it left side to Johnson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts.
And look at this, it's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And as a result, possession switches hands. Now they try the right side here. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a handoff looking right. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now they try the right side here. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he put.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Shaquille Barrett gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Rolling. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the LA Chargers who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half, as one of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. To find out who, let's turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Spinning away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime.
The big fella, 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And a huge play that time. And even 50 yards. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll drop to throw.
17-yard line.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
By Shaquille Barrett. Taken down.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything. Gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out it's not the case.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Brady going to throw. Evans has it left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Buccaneers.
They'll run here with Vaughn. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd. Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 6.
And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Well, that throw by Brady incomplete.
Brady's pass.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be a third and about 13. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that will be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically, and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, you want to be aggressive out near midfield. You feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Again, a run with Vaughn. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's got Miller. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Vaughn. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he